How far would you make it? If you were told to walk a continuous path with no breaks and no finish line while keeping a consistent pace of 3 miles per hour, all while having soldiers giving you 3 warnings or you get shot in the head and die, could you do it? This is the question asked and executed in the latest Stephen King adaptation film, The Long Walk. When I first saw the trailer, the premise itself was straightforward, but it had a sense of mystery to it. Who will be the last walker standing? Who lives and who dies? That right there can draw a curious audience member into the theater. Now the last question to ask is if The Long Walk delivers on being a good film with a solid premise. The answer is yes. The Long Walk is a solid film that manages to capture the audience's attention throughout its 1 hour and 48-minute runtime. The performances of the film was the main element that really helps elevate this film. Cooper Hoffman and David Johnson are the heart and soul of this film, and the 2 characters the audience will follow as the leads throughout the film. Their chemistry and ability to bounce off each other was solid, and the supporting cast did an amazing job as well too. They all play their roles perfectly, and it's a Stephen King adaptation film, so we'll have the people that are the psychopaths, the bullies, the sympathetic ones who really are sympathetic ones, and then the assholes that aren't really assholes, which you get to know them. So they all hit their archetypes really well for a Stephen King adaptation movie. Another element of the film that is solid would be the writing. The Long Walk is a dialogue-heavy film for a reason. We are given enough time with each character to learn what makes them motivated to sign up for something like this, and are able to convey with good dialogue. The banter between the characters feels natural and makes sense for the context of the situation. It makes it feel that every single mile that we're following them for, the dialogue kind of get progressively more dire, but it's still more heartfelt. It makes us care for these characters. That's why I think the dialogue is very important in this film, and it actually nails it to a T with a lot of the scenes in this film. And lastly, the pacing in the film was good. It managed to keep a steady pace like the walkers in the film. I know, bad joke. Never once did I feel like it was going too fast or even going too slow. It was steady and allowed for the moments of suspense and tension to hit as hard as they did. Like, I'll tell you what, from when the first walker goes down, about probably the first 8-10 minutes of the film, that's when it happens. That's when the title card comes up. And it keeps that pace of like, okay, we're starting the walk, then the first person goes down, and then we have the title card. And I feel like that is when the tension starts to build, because you're like, oh shit, all right, this is kind of scary, because you're like, this is like for real. And I think keeping that pace and have that pace keep going makes it even more terrifying. If there's one element I'd say would probably be the weakest of the film, it would be the ending. Now, I'm not going to compare it to the books because I did read The Long Walk in preparation for this film, and I think the book was solid as well too. I like the ending of the book as much as I like the ending of the movie. I think that it kept you on the edge of your seat, but once you've seen what they're kind of building towards and more of you've seen this type of trope in another movie, I'm not going to spoil it, you're just going to be like, oh, okay, they're going to do that, which, you know, it was interesting to do like a got you moment with that, or what happened, but I think that that was probably the one thing in the film that kind of brought it down just a little bit, but I'd still say the ending is still impactful for the audience members, because when we were leaving the theater, it really felt that the audience was like taken aback. It was like, oh shit, like that is a sign of a film that kept your attention and kept you on the edge of your seat for its entire runtime. So even if the ending didn't deliver as much as I wanted it to, it still delivered in a sense enough to be make a solid film whole. Overall, The Long Walk is a surprisingly good film. If you think the trailers gave everything away in this film, they didn't. I'd give this film a chance and watch it. If you like Stephen King books, I think that this is probably one of the better adaptations we've had, probably since It, in my personal opinion. But if you just want a good thriller movie, I say put this on. Either try to go see this in theaters, or once it comes to streaming, give it a watch. I'm going to give The Long Walk a final grade of an A-. So let me know down in the comments below, did you see The Long Walk? And what is your favorite Stephen King film based on one of his books? Until next time, I've been Mac from Mac Movie Reviews, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace. Hey, if you like this video, make sure you check out one of my other reviews on my channel, and stay tuned for the next one.